Alright, we got the ZX10RR up on the dyno. Just got the ECU back from Woolwich. This is the first RR getting done. So that bin file is now available thanks to this getting sent in. Damn good power. But focus on the ZX10 today. So we just got done doing the standard model. This one's the RR. It already revs about 700 RPM more according to the ECU. We have not flashed this ECU yet. So we are going to get started. Start this thing straight up on a cold start. Do about 5 runs. Get the tire nice and warm. As long as we don't throw any weird codes and it gets unhappy about being on the dyno, we'll get a good baseline, let you guys see all that. And then we're going to tune it on pump gas and pump E85. Let you guys see what that will all do, and just maybe we'll throw a little bit of meth in the tank. Just got a big barrel of meth, so I'm eager to see what this thing might gain on something like that. We might do a mix of meth and gas. We got 11,000 RPM rev limiter that's got to go bye-bye. We are currently flashing the ECU. It's a hurry up and wait process. The last one of these took, not the RR, but the regular one took 10 minutes just to write the flash. So each round of changes is 10 minutes, which is fun. Anyway, it's a more advanced ECU. They don't get to have a full graph of what she can do, but let's see what it'll do after. This thing is gonna fly. Careful. Here's the before and after stuff on gasoline, on pump gas. The complete before, but the orange run is what we saw in the video that I have early on. And then the bright green is tuned on pump. And then purple is a ram air run on pump. That's the end of the gas run. We got 191 without ram air and 203 with it. So really close to what the non-double R does. Let's get some E85 in it and see what she does on that. I imagine she's going to love it. All right, E85's in the tank. Let's go. See what it'll do. That was the 85. We're pretty close. A little bit of tweaking should be done. Multiple runs over 200. She pretty much makes the same power as the other one. It goes special sauce. Explain a little bit of this. So that last run that you just saw, now we have the green, which is pump, versus E85. Those are the differences between E85 and pump, and then the darker green is E85 with ram air. Now we have our methanol mix. This isn't what we usually run, but this is what is compatible with the E85 tune. So no additional fuel or ignition timing was added in this particular run. 200 horsepower, 87 foot-pounds of torque with no ram air, and 90 foot-pounds of torque and 210 horsepower with ram air. Damn, she's flying. That's it for the ZX10RR. This Black Widow Power Sports, like, subscribe. We got lots of other videos coming. A quick gander at what we got. That ZX4 is coming. We have completely different, way bigger throttle bodies on that thing. It's making about as much as a built motor. You guys have seen this one plenty. And we have both of the his and her builds on the Busa and the 14. We got a CBR build coming. And the H2 video is coming if it doesn't go up before this one. We also build Harleys. This one will get built. As promised, here is the difference between the RR and the R. Granted, the client did say that this has velocity stacks in it, so it could be just the tuning difference between the velocity stacks, but the brown graph is the R and the red graph is the RR. So we're making more torque down low, pretty significant torque gain down low compared against the R. But we are losing a decent chunk of horsepower at the top. This may be able to be resolved by tuning per cylinder, but that's a level 3. That's what we have here is a zoom in of each cylinder individually, sniffer going up each pipe, so we can smooth out the differences between cylinders, because this does not have factory stacks on it. These are the carbon Smiths as far as I'm aware. Need to add that into the other data. That is also why this thing's making more low or mid-range torque than the other model, and probably also why the peak horsepower isn't quite there. Extra things in the way are obviously going to reduce horsepower, but these changes should help pick that peak up a little bit. So we went in, did some individual tuning on each cylinder. That was the result of that. All the graphs are showed later on, or earlier before this part. This is the extra. This thing's now a level 3 because we tuned by cylinder for these stacks. You know, if you got these stacks and you need them for a mail-in or whatever, we can probably get that done. I'm happy about this thing, making boatload of torque, a lot better than stock, or a lot better than the stock setup. I do like these stacks, but as far as peak absolute horsepower, the factory ones are better. So we got the before and after on the individual tuning. So the level 3 versus the level 2 tuning. That's the yellow is on our level 3 and the green is our level 2. Same day, you know, just an hour apart from each other. So that differences between each cylinder is worth a couple ponies across the board. So that's three almost 4 horsepower at that spot right there, and that carries through most of it. Peak got a little bit better, and then on the multi-gear pull, we gained 2 horsepower peak on the multi-gear. We got gaps, you know, there. So it's gaining everywhere by that multi-gear setup.